Hey guys, hello and welcome to another video. So we are already getting all the data from the weather and the forecast, and we have also transformed all the data according to our use. So we just need to make sure that in the response section we are forwarding the data which is coming from the transform. So whatever data we are getting from the current weather and the forecast, we are transforming that using the data after transform. So we should return the data which is getting returned from this transform. Now we just need to activate this integration procedure. So I will activate this. So what we will be doing in this video, so we already have this flex card, that is the team starter weather, okay, which Velocity has already developed. So we will fetch all the data which we are getting from that IP into this one, and we will try to populate the data. So to populate the data, first of all we need to set up the data source for this flex card. So I will select the integration procedure from this drop down. So I will select the integration procedure, and what is our integration procedure name. So let me go back to this, and here we have set this as team get weather forecast. So I will use the same name here, that is the team underscore get weather forecast. So I will select this one, and inside this input map we have to provide the account ID. So I will provide the account ID, and I should be capital, and the value will be, because it is the flex card, so I will use the record ID, okay. And to test this, let's just save and fetch whether we will get any data or not. So it is asking for the record ID, because whenever we will use this flex card inside anything, there has to be some record ID, and from where we will get the account ID. So let me go back to this one, and inside the preview we have this account ID from this org. So I will copy this, and inside this record ID I will paste this, and if I will save and fetch, we should be getting all the data which is coming inside that IP. Okay, so inside table we are not getting, but inside the JSON we should be getting all the data. So you can see that we are getting all the data, but in this flex card we just need the current. Okay, so what I will do, I will use the current inside this result JSON path. If I will use the current here, it will, what it will do, it will just filter out the current data only. Now if I will save and fetch again, you can see that we are getting only the current data. Okay, and now let's click on OK. So you can see that the header city is now populating, the condition is now populating, the temperature is not populating, because if you will click on this one, you can see that we are getting this temperature and C as capital. So let's go back to this one. Inside this temperature we have to check like what node we are using for that JSON. You can see that here we are using the temp and F. So what we can do, we can change it to temp C capital and degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. Okay, so now it is changed. So you can see that we are getting the city name, the condition and the temperature, and we also have one action. So I will talk about this later. One more thing we can do, that this header portion is completely blank, and they have created this as the weather image block. So let's click on this one, and inside this what we can use one image element. We can drag and drop this image element inside this block, and inside this image element we have to provide some image source. So inside this static resource, if you are already familiar with the Salesforce, so you must be knowing the static resource. Static resource is basically provided by the Salesforce, where we can store our resources which we can use throughout our Salesforce org. So here we just need to search the static resource. So once you will click on this one, So here we have all the static resources, so we just need to click on this W because we want the weather static resource. So you can see that here we are getting two image file, that is the banner active and banner alert. So first of all I will use this banner active, so I will click on this one. Okay, and this is the file. So I will right click here and I will just copy the link address. I will copy it and I will go back to this one, and inside this image source I can directly use that image source. Once you will use that, it will automatically populate that image here. So you can see that the whole thing is looking cool here. The one image is there that is saying some clear sky, so it is also looking as clear sky with the normal temperature. But the important thing here is there can be multiple conditions where there will be heavy snowfall, light snowfall, rainfall. So for that thing we need to have multiple states of one flex card. So this is the one flex card and we can have multiple instance of this. That means all the element will remain same but the values will be different. Let me get this clear to you. So what I will do, I will just click on clone this. Okay, so I will clone this one with the state as, rather than using the active, what I can do, I can use the alert with the one condition. And what will be that condition? So I will use the condition here, that is the condition, this one, the one which we are getting from the IP. If the condition is equal to the heavy snow, if the condition is equal to the heavy snow, then only this alert flex card will be visible and that active flex card will not be visible. So I will save this. So let me minimize it. So you can see that we have two states of a flex card, but one important thing here is we need to be careful while placing these states in the sequence, because what happened here, so the one with the lower condition should be on the top. This active doesn't have any condition. Okay, so what Salesforce will do, it will check from the top, the one which will satisfy the condition will be visible. Okay, so we should be careful while placing the states. We should place the one state which is having the limited conditions on the top. So this one is having limited condition, that it will show only when the condition is equal to heavy snow, and this will show if it is anything other than the condition is equal to heavy snowfall. So what I can do, I can just drag it to the top of this one. Okay, if I will use the active as the top one, so whenever if it is heavy snow or anything, it will show only the active one. But now if the condition is equal to heavy snow, then it will show the alert one. Now we just need to change some things inside this state. So what we can do, we can go back to the static resource, and inside this one we have some more images here for the alert. So we have this alert also. So we can open this and we can copy this link, and I will just paste it inside that image element. So I will copy the whole link and I will paste it here. So now you can see that we are getting some different image, and this condition is currently we are getting from that IP. So if this condition is equal to the heavy snow, then rather than showing that normal clear sky state, it will show the alert state. So this is how we used to work with the multiple states of a flex card. So if I will preview it, let me preview it. So you can see that we are getting this whole thing like this. We can also do one more thing, we can place some actions inside this action, because this is this is a normal one and this is the alert one. So let me change it slightly more. So inside this temperature, what we can do, we can make this whole thing as red, and inside this color we can select red one. So whatever temperature, because it is heavy snow, so this should be the red one. And let's make this condition, that is the heavy snow, let's make that red also. So we just need to select everything, and here inside this formatting we can select the color of the text. So we can click here and we can select the red. So now it will look as red. So this is a normal action. Okay, so what we can do, we have a target, that is the web page. What we can do, we can use https://www.google.com. we can use this one also. So this will be open as a Google page. So let's make this as a new tab or window, and instead of using the action, let's name it as Google. Okay, so now it will look as Google. We have some more options here. We can display this whole thing as a button, so this will look as button, and we can also select the variant. So we have some variant like neutral, so it will look like this. We have something like brand, so it will look as blue. So we have something like red, so let's use the destructive, so it will look as red. Okay, so the whole look and feel will be different for the different states. Now you can see that this is a child flex card. So let me activate this one. After activating it, let me go back to the normal account card where we will be placing this weather card also. So this is our account card. So first of all, we need to deactivate it. We just need to go to this child card, and instead of this flex card name, what we can do, we can use this team starter weather. Team starter weather is not available because that thing we have just now activated. So we just need to refresh this page. We have to search this team starter weather. So we have to select this one, and currently we don't need to pass any data because that child card already has its own integration procedure which is getting the data from the HTTP response. So here we have something that is the select state. We can use the alert or we can use the active to see this. Okay, so that this is something for the user only, that the one which is who is developing, so that they can check how it is looking in different states. So we have everything here. Now let's activate it. Now it is activated, so let's open that Omni Studio console. So you can see that we are getting everything like the account data and the weather related to that account. So because this account lives in some other countries where the condition is the normal sky, so that's why it's showing the active state. Okay, but if the condition is returning the heavy snow, then it will show the alert state. Because we have set up that action inside the alert one, so this action will not work here. So that's it for this video. If you find this video helpful, please like the video and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.